let's go straight into the post-match recap.
Let's do it.
I'm
Let's
going to
do it.
clip
Let's do
this
it.
for the channel. If you guys are new to
Oh,
Deadball
boy.
TV, make sure you hit subscribe. We're doing live streams for every single Copa America game. And if there are games that we can't go live for, we're going to be doing match recaps like this. I have to start with Alexis Sanchez, who I thought was so bad.
Shocking.
He should be genuinely considering mid-tournament retirement after this performance. His miss just came up on the TV again. He was disgusting today.
Foul.
Disgusting. Foul. And not like falta, foul. I mean like horrid. Que asco. With a Spanish mother effing accent, bro. Like, I mean, I cannot believe how bad he was, how bad Vargas was, how bad Pulgar was. Osorio? Dario Osorio. He's a young guy, so I'm going to make this quick. He just went from, will he be the young player of the tournament above Gendry Paez and Endrick to, let's not even mention him until 2026.
Yes. Yeah.
That was so bad. That was so bad. If any scout from the Premier League watched this game, the Liverpool transfer is dead. He ain't moving. Shocking. Shocking. It was absolutely pathetic from Chile in this game, except for Brereton Diaz.
Brereton Diaz. Yeah. I mean, you have to imagine that playing for Sheffield, he's kind of used to this because they were pretty shambolic this season. But, I mean, this was just a whole new low. Whole new low. Did not expect this from Gareca's Chile. Now, it has to be said that this is not their play style. They don't like having the ball. They're not used to getting beaten up like this. But this is Copa America. You have to be prepared for that. Like the excuses, that's not enough. That doesn't cut it for me. You know, I want to make excuses for them because I like Gareca. I'm bullish on this Chilean team. But it's not enough. It's not enough to excuse that monstrosity that we just watched. That was an abomination. That was an abomination. And it was fun for the first 45. Don't get me wrong. I'm all for some dirty football, some bad guy football. I don't need to see tech all the time. Okay? That's not what I need. That's not what gets me off. But dude, it got to a point where it's like you said, why am I getting angry? Why am I frustrated watching this? Because the play style is so cramped. Like you can't string together 3 forward passes. The entire game looked like Mexico trying to advance the ball from their midfield up to their forwards. It almost looked
terrible.
Impossible. It was an impossible ask. It felt like
possible.
And that just sucks. That just sucks to watch. Like there's only so much of that you can watch. And yeah, I'm embarrassed, frankly. How am I supposed to explain? Somebody said, how am I supposed to defend Copa America now? How am I supposed to defend Copa America?
Well, I think you show them Argentina, Canada, and you say this is what it can be. And the fact that I'm fucking highlighting a game with a CONCACAF team in it, that's an L for CONMEBOL.
That's an L for CONMEBOL. That's an
L for CONMEBOL. Now, can I also say these are 2 of the worst teams in CONMEBOL?
Yeah.
So let's not act. At the same time, we can drag Chile as they deserve to be dragged, and I expect more from Gareca. I mean, it ain't Gareca's fault that nobody can make a 5-yard pass, but I expect more from a Gareca-led team. But let's not act like we just saw Uruguay-Colombia play and we got that result. No. We watched 2 of the down bad teams in South America go at it.
Down bad. Bottom of the qualifying table. Yeah. I mean, Gareca, that's Gareca's 5th game in charge?
Fourth. But dude, it was like, if you look at how free-flowing they played against Paraguay, giving them a 3-piece, how they looked against Albania, how they looked against France, and then tonight, it's like, I don't want to kill this man, but I already have. If Alexis Sanchez puts that chance away, this is a completely different game. Peru have to play offensive. Chile can go back into what they're better at. And who knows what happens. But this is a rivalry game. We knew it was going to be ugly. Peru made it ugly. Peru, very good game from them defensively.
Peru did exactly what they needed to. This was their exact game
Exactly.
plan.
Yes.
Look at Fossati.
Yes.
Look at Fossati. Tell me why Fossati doesn't look mad, because this is exactly what he wanted. You saw in one of the hard fouls in the first half, they cut to Fossati and he does this. He does the ojo right there, because the one thing this
He literally did.
game plan is a red card. He said, "You do everything but earn a red. I want you to beat the shit out of them, but don't get a red."
And that's what happened.
Yeah, and they did exactly what they needed to. They frustrated Alexis Sanchez to the point where he couldn't play, where he couldn't contribute. That's perfect. You get in his head, physically beat him down, put bodies on him, frustrate him, talk at him, get in his ear. Do exactly what Chile was doing to the big teams in their Copa Americas back in 2016. Do that. And it was. They did it. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It's a frustrating game to watch.
Yeah. It was. I don't know. I think Peruvians, I feel like they'll be feeling pretty good about this. Lapadula had 2 really good chances.
Yes.
Dude, if you would have told me that Bravo was the busier of the 2 goalkeepers before the whistle
I
blew,
would not have believed you.
no.
No.
Dude, has Gallese had more to do against the Dominican Republic than he did against Chile tonight.
Which is shocking.
That is the word to describe the game. Shocking. Now, let's put some respect on some of these Peru players. Sergio Peña, animal today. Hands down man of the match for me. He was everywhere. He was a freak. An absolute menace. Callens in the back. I thought Araujo was great. I even thought is Zambrano, right? The other center back for Peru.
Zambrano.
Very, very good game.
Solid.
Lapadula, I mean, look, offensively, he had the 2 best chances of the game. He couldn't convert. They were tough chances, all right? It was like a half volley and a bicycle kick. Okay,
Yes.
so we'll forgive him for not being able to score that. But the defensive work rate he displayed as well. He was making challenges outside of his own box as the striker. He literally was the Peruvian Harry Kane tonight, tracking all over the place. I thought he was very good. I know he didn't get the goal. People will say, I hope nobody says Lapadula ghosted, because he definitely didn't.
No.
His
He
impact was there. He was there. Man. Big point. Big point, man.
Big.
For Peru
Massive for Peru.
Yeah. Just crazy. We'll respond to a couple chats and let's get out of here. Guys, we are going live tomorrow for at least one of the games. Dude, I have what is even happening? Don't we play tomorrow? And we got Jamaica tomorrow. Mexico, Jamaica. Oh, mother of God, we do. Oh, and we got Ecuador, Venezuela. Oh, we got 2 bangers tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, we're going live for both of those. Make sure y'all hit subscribe. Oh, we'll be kicking off about 20 minutes early for both of those. And then we'll try to do a match recap at the end of this. Any thoughts, guys? Drop them right now. We'll try to respond to as many as we can. Mr. Buttmuncher, good point. This was a Tapia-less Peru, so the midfield was already missing a leg. I thought that was the death sentence. No Tapia in this team. It literally did not matter.
No.
Did not matter. Crazy, man. El Mexicano love the physicality of the Copa America. Look, in terms of 0-0, I found this game entertaining. Was it frustrating because I expect more? Yes. But this was not, this was not China, Lebanon at the Asian Cup. This was a good 0-0. I would say this is better than France, Netherlands earlier today, hands down. I'd rewatch this over that game, me personally. So anybody in the chat saying like, oh, like, I don't know, I saw somebody trying to make it seem like we're hating the Copa America. Like,
no.
That's just shocking to say. You will not find bigger Copa America simps on YouTube than Connor and I. We just expected a little bit more, especially from the Chileans. It's Eagle says Piero Quispe, bro. I thought Quispe was solid, but I don't know if I'd be calling Quispe man of the. I can't say he's man of the match over Callens and Peña. No way. And Lapadula, just the work rate was insane to me. But I don't think Quispe had a howler. You know, I don't know if any Peruvian had a howler. I think they were all did about as good as they could have. So they walk out of here big winners. Fossati, big dub. Um, Let me see. Canada is chilling right now. Smiley face. What you got to say to that, Connor?
I say they have one less point than Peru and Chile.
Okay. I mean, you're not wrong.
They have one less point than Peru and Chile, and get ready because this was a tough game for both of these teams. This is a tough game. You want Peru to put bodies on the Canadian team like that?
Yeah.
I want to see how Canada holds up. I want to see. I'm curious. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, if you get an Alexis Sanchez, two-time Copa America winner, if the Peruvians can get inside his head, what are they going to do to Estaquiao? Oh, Estaquiao's not ready. Estaquiao's not ready.
Dude,
No,
I mean,
they're not ready for the amount of slides that they're about to see.
I think Canada's biggest struggle is going to be breaking a Peruvian low block. I think that's going to be the big struggle when you have two, especially with 2 9s. If Jesse Marsh starts David and Laren again, and both of those guys aren't really firing, and look, it's not impossible. We're not saying Peru's going to beat Canada 3-0, but if you just think Canada's going to walk in there and beat that ass against both of these teams, that's not the nature of the Copa America, and I think you'd be disrespecting. Again, the Pacifico Derby. This is a derby game.
Dude, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. The Canadian center backs, solid. So the Peruvian counterattack is probably not going to be very fruitful against them. We could see a very similar result. Next thing you know, Canada's got what? A loss against Argentina, a tie against Peru, 0-0. I'm just saying, Peru's got 2 points, Canada's got 1. All comes down to a game against Chile, which
holy shit.
Chile's going to give you the ball, and that counterattack is not something that you want to take lightly. If Argentina got that many chances, you don't know how many Chile's going to get. I'm just saying, this could turn poorly very quickly for the Canadians if they take this for granted.
It's just, yeah, man. It's not as simple as saying like Peru managed to stifle Chile in a rivalry game, so therefore Canada taking 6 now.
No,
like,
no.
And Canada are good. I feel like we have put plenty of respect on this Canadian side, but this is not a guarantee, man. We know this shit don't work like that in tournament football. We just know. I'm sure the Hungarians were feeling like they were gonna, make the semifinals of the Euro, and now they're clinging to life. They might not. They got to beat Scotland just to have a prayer now. So like shit happens. Shit happens in a 50-50 game. It happens. Or 60-40 if you want to go 60-40 Canada. That's fine, but that does not guarantee the results. That's the thing here. Greg Lawrence makes a good point. Peru's lack of counter threat is what will allow Canada pushing their attack. I do agree, but I mean, takes one set piece, man. That's what Peru want to do. They just want one set piece. Take your ass out and park the bus.
You saw how good they were at drawing the foul. You saw it. This is going to be ugly. They don't care if they win pretty. They don't care if they win ugly. They don't care if they draw pretty or draw ugly. It's a spite-driven tournament. They would love to get a 0-0 with Canada. Love it. Love it.
Yeah. We on Richie, who I believe is Chilean, says, one bad game. Don't know what happened to us. We had something good going on. Hopefully we get our poop together and this group goes down to the last game. I would be shocked if Gareca can't turn this around.
Yeah. Agreed.
I'd be shocked.
You will see an improvement. This is going to be Chile's worst performance of the tournament.
Yeah. I mean, on the bright side for Chile, Davila, Alexis Sanchez, and Vargas cannot possibly be that bad again.
No.
I mean, we're talking about some good players here, y'all, and they were neutralized by Peru completely.
By extreme physicality, which is not the MO of either of the other teams in this group. It's not. Argentina's not going to get after them like that. Argentina's going to try and draw more fouls. 100%. and Canada's not gonna slide in at every opportunity like Chile. No,
It will be
no.
interesting to see Canada's back line against Chile's forwards because I do think Bombito and Cornelius are going to be pretty physical. I think Alistair Johnston's a very physical fullback, but
But they're not no,
I
they're
mean, we'll
not gonna
see.
go right it's not gonna come down to outright animosity like Peru.
No, 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 no. And it, dude, Alexis Sanchez is gonna be having nightmares about that miss for a long time,
Oh, yeah.
dude. Like that, you cannot miss a chance like that in a Copa America. And honestly, man, that might have been the moment where he should have been subbed off because I think his confidence was just done at that point.
Yep.
Like I can't even if y'all didn't watch this game, I can't even explain to you what happened. Like it's like he couldn't turn.
Yes.
It's just absolutely crazy.
Thank you for the super chat, Cubone Maker. Se puso bueno el grupo, che. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Se puso
Yeah.
bueno. It's interesting now.
Yeah. Oh, we just added a little spice to this. We add a little spice to this. Canadians up big. Y'all should feel good, but don't get cocky. If you go into a Copa game cocky against Chile or Peru, it's gonna go south real fast, man.
Oh, yeah.